People, let's watch this video together. I really love this video. Let's watch it together.
Yo, let me show you something you probably haven't noticed before. It's going to blow your mind. Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. The Bible says, in the beginning, God created heaven and earth. This is the interesting part. The verse 2 immediately follows with, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. Now, it's very interesting because you would have thought that because God created heaven and earth, a sense of perfection should have followed that. But the verse 2 is saying that, and the earth was without form and void. The record of creation could have been complete without that verse 2. We could have gone from, in the beginning God created heaven and earth, and just skip to verse 3 that says, and God said, let there be light. But that verse 2 is very important, and this is why. A fair question to ask is, how did God create something? And that same thing is saying that it's without form and void. And it dawned on me that God can bring you into a life He created for you, but He still wants you to rely on Him through the process. The issue sometimes is God brought us into a testimony, but we later left Him out of it. You know, when you needed God to create the earth you were believing Him for, the issue is you left Him at creation. Let me tell you something. It can be created, but still be formless, because He's a God of process. He was going to do the rest. He was going to create light. He was going to separate the waters. He was going to put fish. He was going to create animals and all of that. God will give you a promise, but He still wants you to rely on Him in the process. The issue is you received the promise and then you ran away. Thank God that blind man waited for the second touch. If not, he could have been seeing men as trees and he would have thought that's the perfect way to see. If you're struggling with something that was once a testimony, maybe because you left God at verse 1, maybe because you received your earth when it was formless and void, and you thought that's all there is to it, keep leaning on God. There is more where what you're celebrating came from. Keep leaning on God. Don't run away after you've received earth, forgetting that there's still light to be created.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to tell someone about Grace Win TV. I'm out.
Grace Win TV, the best Christian entertainment.